So hope everybody is here. Welcome to our blocked content live stream. We are now live. That's a very good sign. Thank you guys so much for joining us. So what's going on, everybody? I'm just about to press start on this video. It's going to be a ton of fun. I can't wait for you guys to see what it has in store. So yeah, we're just going to watch the video together. Are you guys ready? Well, it's quite a presentation, so I haven't watched a second of it, but let's do it together, right? So here we go. Let me know if the audio and everything is okay. There
Hello,
he is.
everyone. I'm Masahiro Sakurai, the director of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game from Sora Limited. Long time no see. The hero
What
from
up?
Dragon Quest is joining the battle, and that means I have some new information to
good.
share with you.
By the way, look at the cute
Usually,
doggy over
we
there.
prepare a script for Nintendo Direct, and we have editors put various cuts together,
Yeah,
but this
he
time,
doesn't do
I'd
a
like to take more of a
pre-recorded
live
thing.
stream approach and present it myself.
Well, it's not really a live stream. I mean, you guys just put the video online.
We don't
We're not
have much
streaming
budget
anything
for
right
this.
now. That's okay.
While I discuss, I'll be playing with the controller as well. I
But
hope
he'll
you
be
enjoy
playing
it.
with two controllers because Sakurai does this like multi-thing.
But before
you
we
know?
get into it, I should mention
so he's going to
that the Dragon
explain
Quest
the
series
history of
began
Dragon
in
Quest now.
1986.
That's going
It's
to
an
eat up a
iconic
whole lot
Japanese
of time,
role-playing
right?
game. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that Dragon Quest was what popularized RPGs in Japan, and beyond that,
It's extremely
it's
popular
a
in
top-notch
Japan.
game that's become a cultural
It's super
phenomenon.
popular.
The latest entry in the series is Dragon
So
Quest
how is everybody
11X
doing in the
Echoes
stream
of
today?
Elusive Age Definitive
everybody
Edition,
happy?
which is releasing soon on Nintendo Switch.
Good
so
to see
please
you,
look
Joseph
forward to
Thomas.
it. Today, I'll be playing the development version of
Good
the
to see
ROM,
you, Crystal
so
Hat.
There may be parts where the camera seems different from the version you have
Okay,
at
he's
home.
doing a
I
debug
hope you
menu, right?
understand.
That's cool. So let's head on into this. This is super exciting. Welcome everybody to Blocked Content, and we're gonna do this hero video presentation react.
Here's a lineup.
So they
all
look
4
good?
Heroes. I think to some, this scene alone.
So you did
might
a
seem
little bit of a
pretty
video
astonishing.
presentation here, right?
This one is the hero from Dragon Quest XI.
This is the hero,
one that's
and
releasing
this one
soon.
is the hero too.
The 16-year-old was dubbed the Darkspawn, and he wields a weapon
Darkspawn.
called the Supreme
That's pretty
Sword
interesting.
of Light. Now for the hero from
So is
Dragon
everybody
Quest
out there
III.
doing all right?
This is the hero.
Everybody
Erdrick,
happy?
And he's 16 years old.
He's 16 years
equipped
old.
with Erdrick's sword.
He's Gohan, right?
Actually, in
Adult
3
Gohan.
and 11, the hero's shield designs are almost identical.
Yeah, they're almost
So we've
identical.
changed
They
them
have
up a bit.
tiny little changes.
It's all in the details.
That's what Sakurai is, right? The detail guy.
Next, the
I like
hero
this.
from Dragon Quest IV, Chapters of the
So
Chosen.
do you like the move,
This
like the up and
17-year-old
down
is the
swipe? I think
ancestor
that's
of
a
the
really
bride
interesting
from Dragon
take on
Quest
it,
V,
right?
Hand of the Heavenly
It's not
Bride.
just sword
He's
slashes like
equipped
Link,
with
but it's like,
Zenitsu sword.
you know, tilting upwards.
Lastly, the
That's
hero
interesting.
from Dragon Quest
And I like
VIII,
this
Journey
model
of
a
the
lot.
Cursed King,
Look at that sword.
An 18-year-old who
That's
isn't
so cool.
affected by the curse.
I think it's
Munchie
interesting
is
how
in
they're
his
like,
pocket.
he's an
And as a
18-year-old,
former
you
royal
know?
guardsman, he's equipped with the Dragovian King Sword.
Dragovian King
That said,
Sword. That
it
sounds
may be a
super
bit tough to
interesting.
distinguish them using just the name hero. So if you want to refer to each of them individually, here are their names. The
Nobody's
hero
late.
from
Welcome.
11S
We've
is
just
11.
begun.
The hero from 3 is Arusu. The hero from 4 is Solo. And the hero from 8 is 8.
Arusu. Erdrick.
You can use these names to reference them if you'd like. Also,
Solo.
they each have a color variation. The coloring and design of these variations are based on characters from the series.
I like
Can you
the
guess who they are?
left one. Very cool design. Very interesting.
This is
By
actually
the way, do you guys
very
like my
first
little doggy
time
right
that
there in the
heroes
corner?
from the Dragon Quest
He's
series
sleeping.
have been able to fight each other. It was allowed to finally happen in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
I bet
For
the Dragon
that,
Quest
I'm
people
very grateful.
are like very hard to work, or you know, they're very specific about the character, and they all have a
Each
different
hero
voice.
has a different voice actor, and I'd
There
like
we
to
go.
introduce them now.
Oh,
Here they are.
voice actors.
The hero from 11 is Mitsuki Saiga.
That's interesting.
This hero speaks in 11S, but the action in this game is different, so her voice acting needed a bit more oomph.
So we don't use any files. We just
The
use
hero
new
from
voice
3
actors.
is played by Nobuyuki Hiyama. You might say the King of Raves is playing the hero, but he voiced Link in the original Super Smash Bros.
What?
and Super Smash Bros. Melee
How
games.
cool is that?
So
The
you could
original
say
Link
he was
voice
already
actor.
a hero.
He was
He's
already a
definitely
hero
pro,
of time.
and out of all the voice actors,
I love
his
this.
recording session went the fastest.
Wow, he's like throwing shades on the other voice actors too.
The hero
That's
from
Sakurai
4
for you.
is voiced by Takeshi Kusao. He's a veteran voice actor and asks for a lot of detail on the backstory of his
So
character. And this has
22
carried over into his
minutes.
performance.
He's gonna fill it with like this kind of stuff, you know. The voice actor, he took this many minutes in the recording booth
The
and he
hero
asked
from
about
8
this
is
stuff.
voiced by Yuki Kaji. It was apparently a dream of his to do voice work for the Super Smash Bros. And the Dragon Quest series, so he was happy to have both dreams come true at once.
Yes. The both dreams at the exact same time came true.
The heroes from 3, 4, and 8 are being voiced for the first time in the series, and calling out the spell names is also the series first.
Oh, they're calling out the names. Oh, that's super cool. Now, a lot of people rumored that they would do that, right? So now we're going to dive into those moves. I'm super interested.
Let's get a look at these fighters in action.
Tommy Edison says, I just imagine them in the mic saying,
"Ka, standard sword usage, since we aim to match the style of
cool.
Akira Toriyama."
So welcome to everybody joining us right now for Blocked Content Live. We're reacting to Sakurai playing Super Smash Bros. With a new hero character.
Random, but when it does, you'll perform an extra strong attack.
Daimondo says, Sakurai for EVO 2019.
These critical hits actually match the look of critical hits in various installments of the series. Note the subtle nuances.
Oh, that's very cool. Look at that. So it has the critical hit. That's
the hero
different
is equipped
for this
shield, which can block various projectiles.
It's kind of like Link, right?
His forward tilt is a shield bash attack that can also be used to block projectiles.
To block, yeah, that's very cool. So forward tilt blocks
his
enemy
neutral
attack.
special is the Frizz family of spells. Frizz, Frizzle,
Frizzle, and of course,
and Kafrizz.
Kafrizz. I mean, these things sound so generically
You can stop
awesome.
your charge in the middle by shielding,
Frizzle,
and then you can
Frizz.
resume charging again. Then
So it's
you
like
can store
PK
the full
Thunder that you can
until
charge.
you're ready to unleash it
Get ready,
anytime.
get ready, everybody.
However, even if you've charged up a Kafrizz, nothing will happen if you don't have enough MP at the time.
Oh.
So be careful.
If you don't have enough MP, no move.
Hero's side special
That's interesting.
produces zap type spells. Enter the command quickly for a zap, which is a good way to keep opponents
Enter
in
the
check.
command quickly.
Hold
That's
it down
fun.
a little longer for a zapple, which has a pretty
Oh, that's
good reach.
super cool.
And if you charge it up all the
Yeah,
way,
people in the chat are saying that he's
you'll
broken
let loose
already
the
just
zap.
because of so many different things.
Each of these spells imbues your sword with lightning.
It's similar
power up
to
your
other
attacks.
characters, right? I mean, we have a character like
Next
Shulk
is
who
the
also
Whoosh
has
family of
powering up
spells,
his own moves.
which can be used for recovery. Performing a short
Whoosh.
up special results in a whoosh. Charging it a little bit
name.
results in a
Whoosh.
swoosh. And charging
Swoosh.
it up all the way
Kawoosh?
results in a kaswoosh.
Kaswoosh. I love
You
those
can only
names.
store a charge
Very
with Frizz type spells. A whoosh is fairly stunted, requiring only a little MP. A swoosh actually provides a bit more lateral movement.
Tommy Adesian says,
A
still
kaswoosh
waiting on
allows you to
Waluigi.
recover,
I don't
even
think
if
we're
you
going to
fall
get
pretty
any other
far.
newcomer stuff in this video. I think we're going to get 4.0 stuff. I think that
Also,
we're going to get
whoosh type
4.0
spells
stuff.
can blow enemies into
I'm
the
not
air.
sure if we're going to get anything beyond that. It's not going to be a crazy presentation, this one.
That way, you can interfere with opponents.
Is it weird for a game designer to talk about stuff like the voice
Next
actor
is Hero's
took,
down
you know,
special,
not that long
command
in the booth
selection.
and stuff like that? Is that normal?
His
I
down
feel like
special
Sakurai is
pulls
like
up
a
a
special
random
kind
list
of
of
human.
commands. Doing so allows you to use a spell
Oh,
or
wow.
other move.
A random list of
Oomph
commands.
simply raises your attack power.
Oomph. So this,
With
he's
a
basically
fully charged
Shulk,
smash
right?
attack.
So Banjo-Kazooie fan says, by the way, hi.
can
Well,
deal
after
this
this
much
is done,
damage.
Banjo is next. I cannot wait much longer. Well,
Now for Psycho.
Banjo-Kazooie
It
fan, I feel
increases
the
the
exact
power
same.
of your next attack.
Look at this. So it's like smash, you know, or something like
The
that.
difference between this one and Oomph is that it can only be used once.
Oh, okay.
But the
So you
effect
have one
lasts
try.
until your attack finishes.
And it has a lot of
even if you
MP
miss.
probably that it takes.
Next up, Bounce.
That's
It
interesting.
reflects your opponent's spells and other projectiles.
So it has a shield that reflects projectiles for a very long time, and it stays
If you
on.
both cast Bounce, this will happen.
So the one who casts is the
The
one who
effect
gets.
of the reflect
yeah.
will be exponential.
Okay, so that's how reflectors work, right? The effect will be exponential.
Heal lets you reduce your
And
damage
Windy
percentage.
SSBU says,
Flame
give
Slash can
us
spread damage
target
to a
test,
wide area in
or
front.
give us target test. Yeah,
Crackle
I'm very
Slash
excited
can
for
freeze
that.
opponents.
Crackle Slash.
Accelerator significantly increases
Okay,
your
so
speed.
yeah, he has a lot of Shulk things, right? This is pretty much like Shulk. Makes sense, you know.
Kaboom sets off a mighty explosive spell.
Oh, and this is where we get the self-destruct move, right? Are we gonna do it?
Snooze puts
the
opponents
Vegeta.
to sleep. That way, you can follow it up with a beefy attack.
Look that move. He's like,
Maybe something like Hatchet Man.
that's cute.
And then there's Thwack.
Whack. Can sometimes instantly
This piercing
KO an
spell could
opponent.
potentially KO an opponent in
It
one
takes
hit.
off all your MP. Probably.
However, the
a
opponent's
lot.
damage percentage will ultimately determine the effect.
Wow.
So if their damage
Interesting.
percentage is low, it's less likely to activate.
But you can just destroy one. That's
Zoom.
super awesome. Where is he going?
This spell is well suited for recovery.
Yeah, very suited for recovery. Oh,
As
he does like a...
demonstrated, it lets you recover from
Pikachu.
anywhere, but you may hit your head on the ceiling.
You may hit your head on the ceiling if
Clank.
there is one.
When you cast the spell,
Right,
you
you
become
become metal.
impervious to attacks.
Clank.
But watch out for a Metal Slash. Metal
So
Slash
Not
is
Technical
a skill
Noob
that
says,
can KO a metal
no!
opponent
Oh no, his
once.
healing is going to be spammed in online. Well, I
Hocus
don't know.
Pocus is a
I
spell
think a lot
with
of people will play
unpredictable
this
effects.
character. Do you think the presentation will end with them
Oh,
saying
looks like
he's
it's
available
slowing
tomorrow?
down.
I think so.
But not all of its effects are bad.
Oh, look at
Sometimes
that.
good
Hocus
things happen
Pocus.
too.
It makes everything slower. Both
Magic
good and
Burst.
bad effects.
As
This
you can
character
see,
has
my
so much
MP is
weird
really
little
rapid
things.
because the spell uses all your remaining MP
Magic
to deal
Burst.
massive damage.
Use up all your MP. That's
The
crazy.
amount of MP you have will determine how effective it is.
Oh, so you can't even use
And finally,
it
Kamikaze.
with lower MP.
This spell
That's awesome.
produces an extremely powerful explosion,
Kamikaze.
but it also
how long that
results in
charges.
self-destruction.
What?
He has many different
How is
special
that
moves.
at all useful?
In fact, of all the fighters, Hero has the highest number of them in the game.
Yeah, because he's 4 characters, right? That self-destruct move, why
you
would
can
you
close
want to
the
use
command
it?
selection before choosing a spell.
Oh,
or
probably if
pressing
you're on
the
your
R
last
button.
stock and
That way,
or
you
if the
can
other
try
one's on his
again and
last
hope
stock
for a
and you
different set
have
of
2
spells.
left. It would be a cool like finisher.
That's his final smash.
Oh, look at
Giga
the final
Slash.
smash.
And it's
Giga
no
Slash.
mere
That's of
pizzazz.
course the one with
This
all
move
the
calls
heroes.
upon all the past protagonists to lend
That's
the hero
super
their
cool.
power
Look at this.
with one mighty blow.
It's got a bit of an update in terms of graphics, right? From the trailer that we saw. How cool. I love it.
This attack has a high vertical range, and if it's within 4 in-game meters, it will connect.
So Jason Voorhees says, hi block content. What's up, man? Windy's here as well. Not an insta-kill move. It's not an insta-kill move, Kamikaze. It insta-kills you, which is crazy. Let's see them in action. Okay. So is he going to play
The
match?
command selection
Is
move
he
is
just gonna play
unlike
match?
any other in the game. It may
Sakurai's
be a
looking
bit
better,
hard
right?
to imagine how it works,
My boy's
so
looking
I'll
better.
fight a CPU opponent for
Very
a while.
good. You take your rest. Very good. I like that he has a poster of the hero. Like, he'll have posters for every character. Oh, look at the stage.
I'm
Oh,
fighting
it's
the
beautiful.
Yggdrasil's
Look at that.
altar. I'm
Yeah,
the hero
Yggdrasil's
from 8,
altar.
and the CPU is the hero
Oh,
from
dude,
4.
you can even step off
The
the
stage
altar.
starts off on this platform,
Yes.
which begins to rise.
Oh, this is really what people wanted. Omar says this is high.
You can
Well,
use
yes.
Frizz to keep opponents
think
in
so.
check without charging.
Luis, thank you for
I'll
joining.
use Zapple from a distance.
Wow, look at this. So it's absolutely a traveling stage. And Not Tactical Noob says it's the
CPU's
Infinity
counterattacks are pretty
Stones
good.
on the stage right there. Yep.
I think I'll
Kinda
try a
looks like
command
it.
selection.
Wendy says beautiful.
Snooze.
Yeah, I think it is absolutely beautiful. Look at this.
Good stuff.
Wow. Yeah, good stuff. Absolutely,
Kaboom.
Sakurai.
I'm a little low on MP, so I'm going to attack to refill it.
I love that he plays
But
it
meanwhile,
live
the
and that he's
CPU filled up
talking.
their final smash meter.
I try not to talk too much, but we're still on my channel. So.
Not going to let
Look
him use
at that. Sakurai spiked. Oh, he dunked it. So platform's kind of like the Bayonetta stage.
Oh,
look at
critical
that.
hit.
He's charging up his move.
Heal.
Look at him.
I'll go ahead and use Accelerato.
Oh, he's getting knocked
and the
out.
final smash.
Final smash. There we go. Yeah, it's like Umbra Clock Tower. I thought so too. And PK Alpha, yes, it has started. This is it. So join us.
Nice. Oops, I used Hatchet Man, but ended up blocking a projectile with it.
Yep.
Oh. Platform.
That's very smart. You can use that platform right there. The stage is
Going to do
interesting.
it?
So
Ooh,
it doesn't
got me.
really travel all that much, right? So it basically goes into
I was
the
trying
air
to
and into
counterattack
that
with practice
same
rounds,
like
but
general
you got me.
zone, which looks great, but
And at the
you know,
edge of the
it's-
screen, no less.
it doesn't really travel through different places.
In
So,
these free-for-all
you know,
battles,
the look
it's
stays
pretty...
the same.
Oh, time's up.
Time up. So Sakurai plays in English. Interesting. That's cool. So he does say the names. That's funny. New stage. So he's going to detail the stage, which is weird. I think we only have 2 or 3 minutes left for this presentation.
This stage is called
And he's gonna
Yggdrasil's
detail the
Altar,
stage
and it's
now?
based on a location
So we're
in
not going to
Dragon
get any
Quest
4.0
11X.
stuff. That's
One
not gonna
difference
happen.
is that the
Probably
platform
not gonna
rises,
happen.
which is very Super Smash Brothers.
It's very Super Smash Bros.
We're passing close by Cetacea.
Yes, I like
After
this.
that, we'll be able to see all of Yggdrasil.
This is beautiful, guys. They put so much effort into
The giant
DLC.
tree in the background is an important point in Dragon Quest XI's.
Beautiful.
You can see a taco walking by.
PK Alpha says,
While the
someone
taco
tell
is
me what's
out there,
happening.
some sort of platform will
Sakurai,
appear.
the director of the game, is now showing you what the hero is all about.
We
in
just
his new
passed
stage,
Arborea.
Yggdrasil's altar.
And you can see what looks like a rainbow bridge. And now we pass Havens Above.
So people are saying that hero looks a little recycled. I think all of the DLC kind of looks like they took a little bit from this and a little bit from that, but eventually that's going to happen, right, with Smash Brothers, because
You'll see
have
slimes appear
done
in the
almost
background,
everything you
but
can. with the
sometimes
Smash
you'll see
character.
liquid metal slimes appear too.
Liquid metal.
Those are
slimes.
really rare.
So he likes his little background details in this. And there we go.
As we pass Cetacea again,
I think we're gonna reset now, right?
we draw near to the giant tree.
Oh, are we gonna like land at the tree or visit the tree? Look at
As
him.
we
He's
make our
like
way up the
controlling two
tree.
characters at the same time with two controllers. So we're near the tree. Looks beautiful, guys.
We can see a light, which also appears in Dragon Quest XI.
King K. Rule asks, can you tell me why Sakurai is using English? I think it's just general. Maybe
And
for
then
the
we
English
finally make our
presentation,
way
it is
back
English.
around.
Maybe for the Japanese one on the Japanese
By the way,
Nintendo,
there's something
it's
over
Japanese.
here.
What's happening?
Sometimes a treasure chest appears
Oh,
on
wow,
the
we get
stage,
items.
as you can see here.
This is cool. Look at this.
If you open it,
A little bit of an item. There
you
we
get
go.
an item.
I like that idea. Just having a little tiny
But
chance.
it could also be a trap.
A bomb, of course. Yeah. It's gonna be a bomb. Oh no! It's one of the monsters.
It's a mimic.
Yeah. Oh, that looks very cute.
If you try your hardest, you might defeat it.
If you defeat it, what
You
happens?
don't have to fight it, but if you manage to beat it,
You get a point.
you'll get an item.
Oh, you get an item if you do defeat it. That's really.
Although
really
Yggdrasil's
special.
altar
It's
is
really
based on the world of
cool.
11S, I felt it
Oh,
would
like
be
Great
unfortunate
Cave, not
to have
tactical
only
movesets.
one
Yeah,
or
it's
two
kind of like
songs
Great
from that
Cave.
game.
And Patchy says, "Give me Waluigi."
So instead, we decided to compile a collection of field
Oh.
and battle tunes for each hero.
So here's the music.
Here's what it looks
Interesting. So let's see it.
like.
Yeah, we
Players
get
who have
adventure.
emotional
Fighting
attachment to
spirits.
specific music tracks can use the
Oh,
My
this is
Music
interesting.
feature
From all the
to pick
series,
their
and they get
favorite
different
ones to play.
tags. Wow.
Of course, you can also enjoy them by using the sound
They
test feature.
do go all out with these
You
things.
won't be
I
able
like
to
that.
select the famous prelude that way. But
Prelude.
the end of the prelude will play during the hero's victory screen.
Oh, okay. It's a cool victory,
We've also
theme,
added
right?
other content,
Interesting.
including something for
Do,
the Spirit
do,
Board,
do.
so please look out for that as well.
That's awesome. So a classic.
Hero will be available on Tuesday, July 30th.
Thank you so much, Sakurai. He'll be available on July 30th. So that's like
If you have
instant.
the Fighter's Pass,
Really
you should
cool.
be able to get him right away.
Well, we can get
We're
him
also
now.
planning to make
Everybody,
him available
are you hyped?
individually for
Because we're gonna get Hero
$5.99.
right now. Let's do a little bit of live stream when we
We're
get
also
Hero.
adding
Are you
a
excited
new
for
Mii
that?
Fighter Costumes.
Gino's
Please take a
gonna
look.
be deconfirmed. Gino's gonna be deconfirmed. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. Gino's gone. Gino's gonna be a Mii Fighter. I think we're gonna cry, guys. I think we're gonna cry. Are we gonna cry? Dragon. Okay, so we're gonna get more Dragon Quest stuff. Oh, look at that hat. That's the cutest. I really like this one. That's awesome. Veronica as a sword fighter. And we're gonna get Dragon Quest. That armor. I've wanted that armor because we've seen it in the Final Smash, and I was like, that's some cool armor. They put too much detail into that, and it's a Mii Fighter again. And okay, all of these Akira Toriyama kind of designs. I love that. So do you get different like eyes, or are these? Yeah, they're the Mii eyes. Cute. And of course the slime hat. It was bound to happen. But are we gonna get Gino? Are we gonna cry? We're probably gonna cry, right? But they look awesome. These are probably all, and that means good news for our Gino boy, right? Yamcha. People are saying Yamcha in the chat. Kind of looks like Yamcha. So that's gonna be it. That is our presentation. This is super interesting. So thank you guys so much for joining. This has been super awesome, actually. Did you see how Hero kind of works? Well, that was
Along
the
with Hero,
presentation.
the version 4.0 update will also be available.
4.0 update. Oh, are we gonna get more info? New Final Smash meter time limit. Okay.
There will now be a time
So
limit
nerfing?
on the final Smash meter. That'll make it harder to use your attack range to play a waiting
Okay,
game.
so they're changing
I
a
think
little
it's better
bit.
to just use your final smash.
Witty says,
ready.
Gino ain't dead.
It'll stick around for a
Gino
while,
isn't dead.
and you'll be
yeah.
able to tell how long you have by looking at the meter, which will deplete.
Wow,
over
that
time.
booty. It's with Dante. New adventure mode difficulty. Is it going to be
We're
even
also
harder?
adding a very easy difficulty to adventure
very
mode.
easy.
So if a battle's just too difficult for you to clear, or if you simply
Yeah,
want to have a relaxing
for the people
time
that have
playing,
trouble with
please
like the
try it out.
Pauline kind of stuff. New spectate mode. I've waited for spectate mode for a long
Another
time.
new feature will let you try and predict the winner
Yes,
through spectating.
I wanted this. This was in Brawl and Wii U,
Then
I
you
think.
can exchange the points you accumulate for an item.
I like this. Yeah,
Even
that's
if
a,
your
that's a good
prediction is
addition.
wrong,
Thank you,
there's
Sakurai.
nothing to
That's-
lose, so I suggest
like it.
supporting fighters to your heart's content.
It's dropping today, so probably not at this moment, but maybe in like a few minutes. Online
An
tournament?
online tourney mode will also be added in.
Yes!
To enter an in-game
I've waited
tournament,
for this
all
forever.
you have to do is select the mode. The rules are preset, but they'll change periodically.
This is kind of like the Mario Tennis tournament mode. I
hope
love
you
this.
enter
This is
these
so
tourneys
good.
Over and over.
The rules will change periodically, so it's like
We also plan
full
to host
items
special
for
event
players.
tournaments from time to time.
Event tournaments. Bring it on.
What's more, there are other
I will
new
join
additions,
these adventures.
like being able to insert screenshots into the videos you edit,
Okay.
and
Adding
being able to
screenshots.
consecutively play videos that have been added to shared content.
Okay, so you can just sit and relax. But is there going to be a big new mode?
Plus, there are new amiibo available now.
Okay, so no big
Isabelle,
new mode like Home
Pokemon
Run.
Trainer, and Pichu.
Interesting. So my boy's going to
Each
be happy
one will
about
be
this, right?
available in a yellowish package.
Look how
so
cute
keep an eye out
Isabelle
for them.
looks. That's amazing. And people have been waiting for Pokemon Trainer for the longest time, so hope
Finally,
you guys are happy.
the fighter known as Hero will be distributed soon, but Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive
Okay,
Age Definitive
this is, of
Edition
course,
were released
the big
on
marketing.
September 27th, so please check that
We
out
have to
as
do
well.
this because we got Hero in the game. Well, that's it.
We tried a
What are you
live
saying?
stream-like format this time, but I'm still not sure if we will do this every time a new fighter is released.
Well, I do like it, Sakurai. It's not that bad.
Regardless, I hope you have fun with Hero.
Thank you so much. I'm going to enjoy it, Sakurai.
See you next
Thank you so
time.
much. We're going to have a grand old time with Hero. Thank you guys so much for joining. Well, let's talk a little bit about this, right? Because this is basically all that we got. And with that, I don't want to be mean, like say, like we wanted more, right? I just think that this was the opportune time to announce a new mode for 4.0, and this kind of defeats the idea that we thought we were going to get more game modes in these things, because essentially we got tournament mode, right? Which is incredible and a very big deal for Smash Brothers. But as King K. Rool in the chat right now says, Home Run deconfirmed. Well, not really. It might still launch with Banjo, but we really thought that if Stage Builder is in there, then definitely something like that would also happen. But we don't get Home Run Contest in this update. Well, I think what's going to be a lot of fun is just to play the game with you guys. You know, as Reggie always says, play the game. If you play the game. So that's probably what we're going to do. We're going to have a whole lot of fun with Hero. I think we're going to just find out what the awesome specifics of the moves are going to be. Because I think that, you know, Sakurai said it himself. There's like the most moves of any fighter with Hero, which looks great. Like it's very much similar to the way that Shulk moves, and that you can, you know, update the power of a move, and it's just for one move sometimes, which is great. And, you know, the speed, stuff like jumping. So that's interesting to me. I didn't think that I would find so many different moves within Hero's moveset, so that to me is very exciting and super cool. Now, what I don't necessarily like about this update is, one, I think it's a little bit lacking in terms of the wow factor that the 3.0 update had, right? Because 4.0, we've been waiting a while for this one, and it's very exciting, to say the least. I mean, it's super cool that we now have a tournament mode, that we now have this new spectator kind of twist to it, some tiny updates to the Final Smash meter and stuff like that. So we're probably going to watch it a little bit more. I can just put the video on the background maybe. That's so you guys can kind of watch what the updates were. So let's put the video on in the background so you guys can at least see a little bit more of what the presentation was. But yeah, to me, it wasn't disappointing. What it was mostly was expected, right? That's the key word here. I expected to know everything about Hero, and I pretty much got everything there is to know about Hero, right? I really wanted to know what the moveset was. I got everything. I really wanted to know what their voices were like, and he even detailed the voice actors, which is strange. So that to me means that we absolutely got everything out of this thing that we wanted. You know, everything is here yet again. But we wanted that extra little bit more. You know, we've been discussing stuff like home run contest. Maybe we're going to get, you know, a broader sense of Mii costumes that were not about the franchise per se, but also about Square in general. That wasn't really happening. A lot of people have rumored and speculated that we're going to get more songs for Final Fantasy, that this was like an update for necessarily like the Square part of the game. Well, that didn't end up happening, which isn't crazy. I mean, I totally love everything in this update. And it's gonna, you know, it's gonna pull me back into playing a whole lot more Smash, especially this new tournament mode. Because if you wanna prove yourself even a little bit, just head on to that tournament mode when it lands. And then Carlos Gonzalez in the comments says, "The hero crashes the servers again." So that's his tagline, like, "Hero's here, crashing the servers." That's awesome. And Cypherblade says, "I like this, but it was a regular and grounded presentation, and this is fine." Yeah, I think so too, Cypherblade. It was simple, to the point. Sakurai has been working very hard. There's like a lot of attention to detail in these things. So that's what I enjoy too. I think that he did a phenomenal job doing the presentation like this. I don't necessarily know if I want another one like this. I like the flashy, like 10 fact extravagant or 100 fact extravaganza kind of things. That I think would be really cool, you know, to have in the future when Banjo, you know, launches with like 5.0. Can't even think about, you know, that idea. But I like this. I like the idea that they're changing things up and that they're doing this format. But I want to see something different next time. I want to see that big one. Inside Disney is saying face reveal. This is my face. I've revealed it a couple of times, but I'm thinking of doing a face reveal very soon because you guys have not seen my true face. This is just my doppelganger. This is a facade. It's not real. I was confused about the oomph. Can you go over that? The OMF? Oh, the oomph. So oomph basically, it charges you up and makes your attack stronger, right? I think that's what it does, but it depletes MP. And there's another move that makes one move very strong, so like a forward smash or something like that, which is very similar to maybe what like Cloud would do, right? With you have one shot at this, your move is supercharged, do it. But he also has it for smash attacks and stuff like that. And his critical attack, so when, you know, the screen freezes in slow motions and you get the thunder effect and you knock someone out, that's going to be interesting because that's new, as you can see here. One hit KO a metal opponent. And Inside Disney says, "It's so weird not hearing your background music while you talk." Yeah, that background music fits with my voice. Like whenever I talk to someone in real life, that just starts to play like randomly. It's like doot 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 doot. Fun fact, I wrote that theme myself, recorded it myself, very proud of it. So if you guys want to listen to that some more, we're going to have a discussion on Hero really soon. And so Blueberry says, yeah, the one-hit KO, how does that work? Well, you do have a one-hit KO, but it's dependent on the health of the other person. You know, if they are very low on health, yeah, then probably it'll knock them out completely, like straight up. But if they don't, and, you know, it's not going to do all that much, and it's going to leave you open for an attack. Gamer26 says, could Gino possibly be a DLC character now? The speculation begins. Well, the speculation continues because we've been talking about Gino being a fighter. Look at that cute doggy right there. Look at the cutest little puppy. Look at this puppy right here. He's so cute. Yeah, so that's what I think. I think that it's already begun, the speculation about Gino, and the idea here is that it's not deconfirmed yet, but probably isn't in the game, right? I think Sakurai's want to go hard with all these DLC fighters being third party and being third parties that are not yet represented in the game. And with Hero, I think there's a little bit of an exception because of this huge Dragon Quest universe, right? So that to me was really interesting. Now, Nickel4657 says, wait, no new mode? No boss rush? No new adventure mode? No Geno Mii? No new skin alternates, but a new fighter, though? That's awesome. Yeah, we get a new fighter in Smash Brothers. We get the Hero, which has all these skins. This is Sakurai actually playing with the two different skins. I love that idea. I love the idea that post-launch, we're going to get full-fledged characters, full-fledged stages, music. I mean, if you look at the screen now, this did not ship with your game. This is all new content, all new music, all new sound effects, all new game models, all new stuff. I mean, that is just incredibly awesome. And Wise Green Wanderer says, calm down. And I'm saying, no. I mean, this is really fun. If you think about the fact that Nintendo is actively pursuing Smash Bros. To be a platform and not just a game that they once released, I think that this game could have life for years to come. Of course, it doesn't really work that way. I think the idea is that every console generation has a new game, but what I would love is that the console generation after this has Ultimate 2, but it just has more stuff, you know? That's not what's going to happen. And I'm even more excited about the possibility of a reboot and having less characters and having new game mechanics and having everything kind of change up. Maybe a new director, maybe Sakurai doing the supervision. And Inside Disney says, honestly, I didn't care what happened in this update. All I wanted was the E3 2018 main menu themes to be added. Hope it happens soon. That would be cool too. That's an interesting thing. So Inside Disney, do you do like Disney parks? Like, I'm a big fan of like Disney Parks YouTube channels. I watch that all the time. I'm curious if you do that too. So Blueberry says, would have been cool if we could visit those other locations as different stage variations. Yeah, I think that this is like a traveling stage, kind of like Delfino Plaza, except it doesn't land anywhere. So it's like just a visual thing. I'm thinking if there's any stages that do that, that's just visual. I can't think of it off the top of my head. It'll probably is like the Star Fox stage, like the Great Fox that like zooms by like different locations and it never lands anywhere, which would suck too. So XBuster0 says a boss mode would be sweet. I want to fight them at any time with any difficulty. That too, like it's super easy to add. They have all the bosses in there already, so I think that that's just a no-brainer. Add that, and I think I'm gonna have a whole lot of fun making my perfect matchups. I mean, could you imagine like having multiplayer boss battles? So you could essentially fight Ganon, who is maybe at like a super extreme difficulty, and you fight Ganon with like Link and maybe Zelda and maybe, you know, other Ganondorf too. How cool would that be? I think that that would, you know, change the game definitively. Carlos Gonzalez says looks legal. Carlos Gonzalez without stage hazards. Yeah, it could be legal for like tournament stage. To me, it just looks great. I think that what happens with Smash Bros. Ultimate and the thing that I want to have fixed in the next game is visually, I would like it more vibrant. Like if you look at the screen now, like the entire surrounding is a little bit grayish, like grayish brownish. Like the blue isn't really blue, you know? And the, you know, I just want it to be, you know, a lot more saturation, a lot more beautiful popping colors. And I think Smash Bros. For Wii U did that beautifully. And if we just combine these two, then we have the perfect like Smash visual style. So Tag Pika says, they coming out today. I am hyped. They are. So Hero and the 4.0 update with all those gameplay changes, they launched today. So I'm going to play some. I'm going to check out Hero. Are you guys, you know, excited for like watching a live stream of me trying out Hero? Any one of you want that? So leave it down in the chat or in the comments because I could do it. If you guys want to see it, then definitely I'll play around with the character. And Video Game Fan 14 says I can't wait to get Hero. DustNeo2 says Creeper. And King K. Rule says Munchie Gang. Yeah, it's the Plant Gang, boys. So actually, I think if I comment in the chat right now, we have something really beautiful with blocked content now, and it's the join function. So you can actually join blocked content officially now, which means that you get all these awesome little benefit extra things. And among those extras are new emojis. And the emojis are so cool because one of them looks like this. If you can see the chat right now, that's like one of my favorite things ever now. And you get a whole bunch of like new emojis with this. So I'm very happy for just the general idea that people can now join the channel. That to me is just lovely. Thank you guys so much for commenting. It's so much fun. Inside Disney says Plant Gang. Nickel4657 says I hope some buffs come for sure for some characters. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. I think we're just going to have fun and play a little bit with Hero. I think that that's going to be like the main idea of today. So everybody who has Smash, have fun, go play Hero, and I'll see you guys around the corner where there's always more blocked content. And I'll just see ya. See you later, guys. Let's play some Hero. Let's play some 4.0. update. Oh, and by the way, doggy's still asleep.